What's up, beautiful people? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the show. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the show. I'm Chris Williamson.
Anything special you're going to do to celebrate, or?
No, I got my swimming sauna before the game, so I'm good, man. I'll probably just go get a good meal and watch that tape of Mitch Richmond dunking on you.
Wow, that's cold.
It's crazy, man, because there's no regulation, right? And the NCAA had all these years to prepare for something like this. And then when it happens, it's like a madhouse. It's the Wild Wild West. Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome to PointsBet Post Game Live. I'm Chris Williamson, and he is Jim Duquette. What a game. I mean, you talk about a special showing from the Mets. They finally get a sweep on the year, and now they have their largest Memorial Day lead ever. Well, he is an icon in Syracuse sports, just in college basketball history, period. I mean, the 2-3 zone is synonymous with James Boeheim, and that was something that allowed him to have so much success. It's incredible how Atlanta is able to get bargains on all these players. Does that surprise you with how much players would want? But hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought Victor was finished growing? That Victor being, of course, Victor Wembanyama, the NBA's top prospect, reportedly now measures at 7'5" with an 8-foot wingspan. Rogers, why you tearing up, bro?
Growing up right before your eyes.
Bro, you
look good, baby.
You act like a kid.
You look good, baby.
Whippersnapper, man. Boy, you ain't know me. But here's the funny thing. This morning I got a call from Steve, and he warned me about some possible tension between
no question.
two guys.
There's always going to be tension with me and Mark.
Yeah,
it's still
that never stops. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm here joined alongside by our one and only SNY NBA insider, Ian Begley. And the Knicks somehow always make things very interesting. They don't go as scripted. We could go so many different ways, Ian, but what do you make of the Knicks' moves in this first round?
How many ounces of water is that?
Yeah, it's 128 ounces. 128 ounces, baby. You got to hydrate. Got to make sure the skin is good. We're properly taking care of ourselves. So, yeah, I'd be going to the urinal a lot, if I drank this whole thing during our segment. But we start with Jacob deGrom and the Mets in Oakland, where he shockingly showed us that he's only human after all. Don't put your blame on him. Except in this case, you kind of can do that, Michelle. I know you weren't prepared for that. There was one game where they're chanting your name after the game. How surreal is that? For a guy who was undrafted, you worked your butt off to hear people chant Jose with the Puerto Rican flags and everything.
I mean, that's just something like, just put the cherry on top of all this, dreaming to be an NBA player.
Sterling, ever since Odell said you guys were basically going to run the table, you guys have won 4 out of the last 5. What's been the biggest difference in how this team has approached games?
I just think, like you said, the way that we've prepared and throughout the week. Coach always stresses that games are won throughout the week, not just on Sundays.
Another cool story, Jeff, is going to be if Pete Alonso is able to win his 3rd straight home run derby. So what are you expecting from your teammate, who obviously has put out special performances the last 2 years?
I expect, nothing less than another win.
Not only has the season undoubtedly cost Bowles his job, but his mouth last Sunday cost him some major cash. The NFL fined him $25,000 Saturday for criticizing the refs after the Packers game. So now he's got to make it rain. He's got to make it rain for the league, people. And, JJ, how about the Jets trading to get back into the first round after they get Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, getting Jermaine Johnson, somebody who Leger Douzable was obviously high on, a lot of other people were. What did you think about the picks that the Jets made to really elevate this team and take them to a place, hopefully, where they can be a contender? Coach, you enjoyed a double-digit lead midway through the first half, but then Iona goes on a 12-0 run. What do you have to do differently in the second half to make sure they don't pull back into the game?
Got to do a better job on AG and Crawford. They both got it going. Started out with great defensive intensity and play with great pace. And, we went to the bench. Those guys didn't maintain the level.
You see, there have only been 19 black head coaches in the NFL's modern history, yet they've compiled a winning record collectively. In 2021, with the updated Rooney Rule and more, it's outrageous that there are only 3 black head coaches out of 32 teams. This in a league where the labor is nearly 70% black. Now, what was it like to hear Muhammad Ali tell you, he said that you're the greatest one there is, like me? To have somebody of such status and somebody who's revered in the boxing world, what did that do for your spirit?
What it did for my spirit when Muhammad Ali said that, wow, this man said this to me, it's great, because we were actually in Toronto at the time, and he whispered, he goes, I used to be great, but now you're the greatest. I was like, No, you're still the greatest, Muhammad.
Moose, who are those balloons for in the background?
Oh, it was Donna's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday,
to
Donna.
my wife. Yeah.
Love to see her enjoying her
Got flowers
birthday.
back there
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
you got flowers. So you did a good
opened up some
job.
gifts. Yeah, we did a
Husband
lot
of the year, baby. Mark Malusis. We'll give you a big award. I'm going to send it in your mailbox. Kevin Durant, Maria, said forget about the Knicks. That's very right, Gary. Gilbert's been shooting just 22% from the field this season. He particularly played bad against Xavier. That prompted a lot of hate on Twitter. People said he's the most selfish basketball player in the country. He should have the first flight out from stores. He shouldn't even play college basketball. But guys, I didn't see you trick-or-treating last night, so I got you something. Got you a little Kit Kat.
Oh, my
You get one?
goodness.
John,
Here, I'll pass it down. We'll pass it down.
Forget about you.
Trust my hand? Okay, I mean, you know, you're the athlete.
Hey, I got you right here.
Live TV, you better.
Whoa,
Okay.
Randy Moss out here. More eat cider. It's got me hungry and thirsty at the same time with that name. Last one in to win it. Detroit wins 4-3. That's 10 straight losses for the Islanders. I'm Chris Williamson, joined alongside our SNY NBA insider Ian Begley. And Ian, the day that fans have been waiting for so long has finally come. Kevin Durant is coming to New York, but not with the Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets. A max 4-year, $164 million deal. How did this come about? There was a reporter who mistook Byron Leftwich for you. What were your thoughts on that moment?
I told Byron I thought he should have answered the question for me.
I'll leave the betting to you guys because the last time I bet on something, I lost $300 because the Spurs could not beat the Heat when Ray Allen hit that shot. So, yeah, you guys take care of that. Moose and Sal.
We should have won that one, Chris.
We should have, but we did.
We
didn't want to do it. Moose and Sal, thanks so much, guys. A lot of people on Twitter loved your take, Terry, about Buck Showalter, wanted him to maybe be the next Mets manager. So much so that they want you to get a Twitter account. So what can we do to convince you to get on Twitter?
There's not a thing on earth you can do to get me on social media. Absolutely nothing.
All right, the Yankees, the opposition in Tampa Bay's home opener, and the Yanks had to witness this during the pregame. Rays beat the Yankees in the ALDS on their way to the World Series. Top 3, game tied at 2. Man aboard for Aaron Hicks. Hicks gonna give it to you. His first of the season. 4 straight 2-out hits gives the Yankees a 4-2 lead. Same score in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on for Baez. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Javi. J to the A-V-Y.
All right, Chris. There's no gambling at Bushwood. We have a pool and a pond. The pond would be better for you. You'll get nothing and like it. Are all lines from which movie?
Caddyshack. Come on now. I know about this, bro. I'm old school. You got to remember now.
Oh,
my parents
not
are
that old.
I'm not that old, but I love the classics. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember this line from Caddyshack? Don't sell yourself short, Judge. You're a tremendous slouch.
How you went there?
Remember that?
The world needs stitch stickers, too. Right? But Zach Wilson doesn't know any of these lines. The offense coordinator, Mike LaFleur, says when they bring him up in team meetings, he says, Caddyshack, never heard of it.
They're not movie buffs like we are.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Geico Sports Night. For Danny Noonan, I'm Ty Webb. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic Friday. How about Fletch? You seen that? Stripes?
No.
Meatballs? Vacation? I thought you were old school.